really is the best city in the world. Post soccer game, post gym talk. How y'all doing? How's everyone's day? Hope it was awesome. I was a little Miss Grumpy Gills in the beginning. Now I feel great, man. Never underestimate 60 minutes of chasing a ball around. You feel so good afterwards. It's just a sport I've played my whole life, and thank you, Jesus. For $11, just playing with like a bunch of other adults, you know? And then the cool thing about New York, you can get produce at any time. Anytime. Look at those big watermelons, yo. Oh my God, burgers and shakes. How much money have I spent today already? 6. 17. I'll hold off. But that is very tempting. Especially because it's Kennedy chicken. Kennedy chicken's my favorite. Oh my gosh. Checkers is really good too. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Blood. But I was just gonna say, like, in Washington Heights, it's nestled over here in northern Manhattan. So if you're trying to take the one, well, if you're trying to go back uptown from Washington Heights, where I live, you need the number 2. So what you gotta do, let's see. Okay, so I left the gym and I was like, I don't even know like how to take the bus or take the subway back. Because I took a bus here today. But it was so slow. It took way too long. I have the hiccups out of nowhere. Okay. That's cool. And I asked this fella for directions to the closest train. And he said, "Where are you trying to go?" And I said, "Preferably the 2 train." He said, "Okay, so I'll walk you to 1 because that's where I'm headed right now." And I said, "Okay, thanks." But I found out at the end that's not really where he was headed. He's just a gentleman. And I developed a little bit of a crush from West 177th to West 181st. And he was just like, I don't know, just a person, but who is very much himself. And he was so gentlemanly. I was like, wow. And then like at the end, he was like, "It was really great meeting you. It was a pleasure." And I was like, it was really nice talking to you. And then there's like a couple of people passing the subway, and like people kind of like felt this like energy. And then he's like, "What was your name again?" I was like, "Kimberly." And I was like, "What was yours?" He's like, "Richard." And I was like, and then we like kind of like did the little hand thing, you know. Where am I at right now? Because I gotta get to 134th. Okay, I got 2 more blocks to go. Oh my gosh! Look at this! Look at this city! Look at this freaking art! Oh my god! Oh my god! Breaking my breath away. What? I have never seen this before. And it's like, kind of like when somebody's just like, you know, super focused, that makes them attractive or whatever. And like most guys are usually like, "Oh, can I get your number? You got digits, lady? Or can I get your number?" Or something, or like even like maybe even Instagram or something. But he was such a true like New York guy, you know, like he's from here, and we were talking about why we love Washington Heights so much, and we were talking about like Latino culture, and he's Dominican, and a lot of Washington Heights is Dominican. And I was having like a little bit of a conversation with the guy that works at the club in the gym in Washington Heights, and I was asking like, why do I like Washington Heights so much? We were talking about it and stuff like a little bit, and I was like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm living in the 90s. I just feel like I'm literally living in the 90s when I'm walking around here. But it's because he said, and then Richard, the guy who walked me back, was like, "Oh, it's because Dominicans love to be outside." And I was like, that's why. I love to be outside too. And there was like older couples dancing to like music and like the plaza area right outside of the gym, and like it was like Latino music. It literally felt I was like not in New York, but like in the Dominican Republic. Like, see, this is the shuttle bus I have to look forward to. Look how squished it is. That's so funny. This is what we have right now because there's construction on the number 2 train. This shit makes me fall in love with the city so hard. It's so cramped. It's so cramped. It's hilarious. Look at how cramped that is, dude. I love it. Literally. I can't zoom. Literally so cramped on the shuttle. And then I kind of like fell asleep on the train, and then people just like always help you out here with directions and stuff. And then I got off at 1:45th, and then I was kind of like groggy and sleeping. I was like, which way to the shuttle bus? And he's like, oh, the shuttle bus isn't at this stop. And I was like, where is it? He's like, you can either take the 19 back to the Bronx here, or you can walk back to 135th, and that's where the shuttle is to the Bronx. He's like, you trying to go back to the Bronx? I was like, yeah. He's like, okay, you can either take bus 19 right here, or you can walk back to 135th and catch the shuttle. That's where the shuttle is. And then the shuttle doesn't even take me all the way back home. The shuttle just gets me to 149. And so literally, like, I'm serious, like, if you come here and live here, you have to have the mindset for realsies that it's not just you in this city. It's not just, I'm just on my way home. I just need to get home. Like, I'm just trying to get home. Like, it's not about the individual anymore. It's everybody's trying to get home. Everybody's trying to get home. Like, I think the other night, I wasn't in the mood for the shuttle bus. I mean, who's in the mood for the shuttle bus ever? Because it gets cramped. It's like not as bad as like Japan or Korea, where there's literally police officers like who shove people in so the doors can fit. It's not that bad, but it's pretty close. Because some of these people get attitude, you know, with like someone gets on last minute and like, no, we can't fit anymore. And he's like, I'm just trying to get home. So you can't scooch? Oh, so you can't make room? And like people get like, you know, it's kind of funny. Like, and he had like a cup of coffee. This guy last night was like, oh, so you can't make room? You can't scooch? Look at all that room. Scooch. I'm getting home. It's so funny, like watching people like have their personalities and stuff. Then I walked back here. It's 135th, talking to you guys. And I got my bags and stuff. This is like all my outfits for the day because I had the photo shoot. Okay, we gotta catch this. Shit. Okay, we're gonna go incognito here. It's not as crowded as it was last night. It's actually civil. Ooh! I actually get a seat this time. What a treat. I was not expecting that. Sorry.
Oh,
Doors closing.
It's actually not that busy. Yeah, actually, it's alright. I'll tune in more later, y'all.
Doors closing.
Peace. Stay peaceful. So much peace.